Five friends who reunite in an attempt to top their epic pub crawl from 20 years earlier unwittingly become humankind's only hope for survival. This is my review of The World's End. Yeah, so the only reason I know anything about The World's End is because I knew that it was the third and final installment of the Cornetto trilogy. And for those of you who don't know what the Cornetto trilogy is, it's the first one, Shaun of the Dead, and then the second one, Hot Fuzz, and now the third one, The World's End. And they're all directed by Edgar Wright, and they all star Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. So yeah, I was really looking forward to seeing The World's End, even though I didn't see Hot Fuzz, but I did see Shaun of the Dead, and I liked Shaun of the Dead a lot, so I was really looking forward to the World's End. And I gotta say, it is hilarious. It's good. The good points. I thought that The World's End had really good comedy, like, some points laugh out loud comedy, and some points like chuckle comedy, like or and yeah, there was this one point where like it was at the near the end of the film where I was like crying. I was crying out tears because I was laughing so hard, and it's that funny. I even thought that the directing from Edgar Wright was like really cool and interesting because he did some provocative shots where it's like, that's sort of cool. And he had different styles in the throughout the movie. Well, I guess you can say, I guess a few styles, because the beginning, this isn't spoiling anything. It's like a flashback, and the way the flashback was filmed was cool. And then it was this section where we meet the guys all grown up. And that was interesting how he filmed that, and then the rest of the film was shot and directed well. I think the reason why the comedy is so good is because of the script, and Edgar Wright wrote it, and I forgot, I think it was either Simon Pegg or Nick Frost that co-wrote the script with Edgar Wright, and the jokes are funny, and it has good dialogue and everything. The visual effects of the movie aren't groundbreaking, they aren't fantastic, but at the same time they're not great, but at the same time they're not really bad, so they're just par. And I thought that the ending was cool as well. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I just thought the ending was cool because I didn't expect it to the movie to lead to the ending at all. The bad points. The only bad point about The World's End, I feel, is that there were some scenes or parts of scenes that I thought were just filler, just to take up time or something. There were some scenes that could have been chopped down a little bit, or there could have been some conflicts that could have been put somewhere else. I don't know, some parts just felt weird to me. So my dad gave this movie a 3 out of 4 stars, while I thought it was a really good comedy, so I give it a 3.75 out of 4 stars. And I'm not going to spoil anything, like I said before, so don't worry about that, because it's a movie that you should go see. I think, it's still out in theaters, I think. It's worth the money for sure, and that's it.